In the year 2895, humanity lived in the clouds. Massive floating cities drifted above a storm-racked Earth. Leo didn't listen. On its walls were carvings. Humans with vines for veins, eyes like stars. And one final message pulsing in light. You are not abandoned. You were kept away until it was safe to dream again. He hacked a maintenance pod and descended through the storm barrier. At first, Leah thought it was a shooting star. They weren't rare. When the bird finally hit the barrier, Leo was heartbroken. It just bounced off and floated away. Was it trapped forever? Determined to help, Leo snuck into an abandoned maintenance shaft. Huge chunks of metal were everywhere, twisted and mangled, yet covered in lush green vines. Some looked like the hulking limbs of enormous metal trees. He had left everything he'd ever known behind, seeking only to save a bird. Now he wanted to see more. Hope, excitement, fear. But most of all, he felt a connection to the past, to the people who had lived on this forgotten earth. He touched the wall, feeling the coolness of the stone beneath his fingertips. He closed his eyes and listened to the wind whispering through the leaves. Maybe it was just the wind, or maybe it was the ghosts of Earth's children sharing their stories with him. But one thing was certain, Leo was no longer alone. He was home. To explore further, Leo followed a winding river until it led him to a clearing. There in the center stood a huge structure made from both steel and stone, as if humans had tried to merge with nature to become part of the world they once ravaged. On its walls were strange carvings, pictures of humans with veins of ivy, their eyes shining like distant stars. Then Leo saw it. Pulses of light formed words in the shapes of leaves. You are not abandoned. You were kept away until it was safe to dream again. Others were shaped like huge birds frozen mid-flight. And in the distance, he saw a familiar shape, a huge disc like a shattered mirror. As Leo drew closer, he realized it was a satellite dish, one of the few human artifacts that predated the cloud. But how could this be? The stories said Earth was a dead, poisoned wasteland. Yet here was proof that the planet was healing, reclaiming what was once hers. He bypassed the security systems, but he needed a way out. Then he saw it, a maintenance pod. They only ran diagnostic tests anymore, but Leo knew they were still operational. With a few well-placed hacks, he had a chariot to steer through the metal. But as it spiraled through the air, he saw it wasn't rock or ice, but something alive. It was small, no bigger